This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And nothing doing. Immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time. Going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
This defense is tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage, out and put in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot is there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. An incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Sack down. Locke. Quick throw, not and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator, well, can we these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one completion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snort, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to be downfield and gain yards?
On 3rd down.
Yeah, that one has figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Locke going to go on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here. Up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at 8.
They'll start with Mitchell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one. Wave swarmed him under.
On 2nd down, Lance. And that's dropped to Mitchell.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
here's Mitchell.
9 on the carry that time, and they're set on making him 1.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, 49ers.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, set.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they feel they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Gold is good.
And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tashaun Gibson. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give here to Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Locke will try again on second down. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Clock now to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's go now.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. For one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Takes the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go, set.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And, oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Lance now to throw.
On the move to his left.
Trey Lance
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Niners have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Clock now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Sam. Tyler Lockett, 52 yards.
And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, ready?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Set.
Another run to Mitchell.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 36 yards.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On the set.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Lock to throw. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal that only ties. They up their lead to 3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance. That's complete to the tight end Werner.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Lance back to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
One final try now for Lance.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Here's Moore. He will return it. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.